right, hello engineering students. Today we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to work on our next project with Inventor, where we're actually going to build some parts and put some things together. It's actually a four-step process, but it's pretty simple. First thing we have to do is we've got to get our file set up. So step one, and I'm going to show you how to do this, is we're going to set up a new folder in the H drive. We've already set up where they should belong. We're going to produce this new one called Activity 4.5 Cams in Motion. Then we need to download some Inventor cam files from Project Lead the Way's website to our desktop, and it'll just be temporary. We're going to copy and paste those Inventor files into the H drive folders that we made. And then finally, we'll open up Inventor, and we're going to create an Inventor project file that uses the files that we've put in that H drive. All right, so let's get started. Step number one is to set up the files in our H drive. So if you remember, we're on a Windows operating system. Here's what's called our File Explorer. We're going to go and find our H drive. So mine's there. I've already created IED, Intro to Engineering Design, and I've already created a Inventor file. And then you'll notice inside of there is some of our older activities, right, that we looked in this case. So in this one, actually I think yours probably says Activity 4.2 or something like that. I'm going to create a new file in here. So I'm going to right click and say New, and I want a folder, and I'm going to call this new folder Activity, or just Act 4.5, double check that, yeah, Cams in Motion. All right, so that's set up. There's nothing in it. We're going to put something in it in just a moment. So let's go ahead and minimize that. Your next step is to download the Inventor cam files to the desktop. So the Inventor cam files are actually on the Project Lead the Way website. So if I go there, remember I'm going to go to Courses, and then you're going to find out ultimately after you pick your course, we're in Unit 4. We are doing 4.5, so Cams in Motion, and they're going to have a resource list here. And I'll scroll down here. This is what I want. Automata simulation folder of Inventor files. I'm going to go ahead and download it. You should notice a little window open here. Just go ahead and let it run. It shouldn't take too long to download it. And where are we going to find that? We're going to find that probably in our downloaded files. So I'm going to minimize this. Let's go back to Files Explorer. And up here, you're going to want to look for Downloads. So somewhere in here, yours is probably close to empty. Mine's got a lot of stuff in there. I want to this is the Automata Simulation, so that's what I want. I'm going to right click and say copy. I'm going to minimize that, and I'm just going to paste it momentarily, the zipped file, onto the desktop. There it is. Right? I'll go ahead and open it so we see what's in it. Automata Simulation. And these are then what we want to copy and paste into that file that we just made. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'll hit one. I'm going to press down Shift and go to the next one. It highlights all of them. So again, I right click and I copy. Now let's go back to our H drive. IED, Inventor, 4.5, Cams in Motion, and paste. May take a moment. There they are. Okay, so now we've got all the files in the H drive. They're stored there. We have to tell Inventor we're going to work, and we need to work in this folder with these files. Right, I've opened up Inventor here. What I want to do first is I want to set up a new folder. So what I'm going to do, there's a couple ways you can do it. I'm going to go to the little eye icon up there, and it will say Manage. I'm going to come down here and do Projects. We've seen this before. I want to make a new one. Click New. Single vault's fine. Or single. This is where we're looking for that file that we just created. Not on the C. We created it in the H drive. So we got to find that. So that's usually under this PC. Let's scroll down and find it. There's my H drive. Keep scrolling down. Activity 4.5 Cams in Motion is where I want to put it. So I'll say OK. So now it's saying the project, the workspace, the folder that everything is in is what we just created, where we just put those things. And I'm going to call my project activity 4.5, and I guess it's fine there. You can put cams in motion in there, but this is the folder we want to work on then. So we'll go next. There's nothing from any library, so we'll say finish. And what do you know? It says it cannot be changed while inventor files are open. You will probably not going to get that because I have an inventor folder already open. So I'm going to get out of there. So I apologize for that. I had an inventor file open, so it wouldn't let me change to the one that I just created, but it did make it. So you shouldn't run into this issue, and if you do, I'll help you. Activity 4.5 is checked. So you'll notice there's nothing there. Like, where is it? Well, the first thing we want to do is one of the things we're going to do is we're going to open it. So if I go to open, it's looking and it's going into the H drive where we say that these are the things then that we just copied and pasted in here. These are the parts. These are IPT files. Right? If I scroll over here, you'll find that they're parts, and we're going to put them together into our first assembly, which is a collection of parts. All right. So that should get you started. Go ahead and make sure your files are set up first. If you need help, ask for it.